Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're back here today with another challenge video. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, so let's get on with the crafts. Let's go! Here we go with DIY number 1. Here we are at the Embed thrift store in Maryville, Tennessee. And this is where I picked up this frame, and in this frame, I lost some of the footage for this, but I made that little rosette and added some bling. Then I took some scrapbooking paper and put this vintage lady on it. Now that scrapbooking paper and the vintage lady came from Temu. Now we're going to put this in the frame and add a tag to this, and we'll see it at the final reveal. This is the Thrift Flip Road Trip Open Challenge. It's hosted by UnicornDustDesigns and the Crafting Cousins, and it happens every other month throughout the year on the, I think it's the third Thursday. So go check out these ladies' channels. Also check out the playlist in the description box below, because there's a lot of other people participating in this challenge, and they've done some awesome crafts, and you sure don't want to miss them. All right, here we go with DIY number 2. Okay, so for this next project, I also lost some footage, but I wanted to show this to you because I absolutely love this drawer. Now, I took one of these old sewing machine drawers, and I took and drilled 4 pilot holes in the corners of the drawers so that I could attach some little legs to it. Now, I took the legs from they look like these little spindles that I'm fixing to show you. They came off of another project that I worked on earlier this year. And these are actually on Etsy. So if you wanted to go get them or the sewing machine drawers, they do sell them there or on eBay as well. But I used some of these, and then I used this mold that I picked up from Temu, and I used the Crayola air dry clay, and I created 2 or 3 pieces of this. And you want to make sure you dust your molds, and I use baby powder. Some people use cornstarch, some people use baking soda. I don't know, they use whatever. I use baby powder. So I created my little molds, and I glued them on with some quick and thick glue. And then the next thing I'm doing is painting on with Rust-Oleum Linen White Chalk paint. And then once I get done with that, I'm going to let it dry. And you want to make sure it's dry completely. I let mine sit overnight. And then the next thing I did is I used some of the antiquing wax and by Waverly and put it on and rubbed it back off until I got the desired look that I want. And I went over the whole box with this so that it would have that antique look, because I didn't want the stark white look. Then I'm adding a little push pin from the Dollar Tree, adding my little tag, and we'll see the rest of this at the final reveal. Now here we go with DIY number 3. You guys, this is a big project, and I'm trying to move this camera to get it into range where you can see everything. Now don't look at them sexy legs of mine, because there's a sight to see. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the tray. I had cleaned it the best I could, and then I am going to take this redesign. This is it's something. It's a rub-on transfer by Prima Redesign, and I cut it apart so I could put it back on this tray the way I wanted it to look. And if you cut your pieces out, then you can kind of arrange it and keep playing with it until you get it to look like you want it to look. And that's what I'm doing here, and I'm making sure I filled the whole tray. Now you guys, I made this, put it in the booth. It didn't even last 2 days in my booth. It was gone. And I have another tray that's kind of similar that I'm going to work on too. So what I did with this, and hold on a second. Now what I did was I taped each piece into place as I got ready to do it. Now you want to be careful that you don't lift up on your designs once you put them down, because you can stretch them, and ask me how I know. Yep, I did it. You want to take your little rubbing tool and start rubbing this on. Now, if you lift up the corner, make sure that you're not pulling as you're rubbing at the same time. You just want to lift it up until it starts acting like it's already coming off, because if you lift it and it's not ready to go, you're going to stretch it out of place, and that's kind of what you see happening right here at this point. So you got to be careful. Well, I got the whole thing done like I wanted it to, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that clear antiquing wax, and I'm going to go over the whole thing. Then I'm going to take some of the white antiquing wax and go over these little roses that are all the way around and around the edges, because I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to use the antiquing wax on top of this, and I wanted to be able to wipe back what I didn't use. When I used the clear, it didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to, so that's the reason why I'm going back with the white. And I'll go through over the whole project. And then what you see me doing next is I'm going to take a baby wipe and I'm going to go back, or actually I used a wash rag, and I'm going to go back and wipe off some of that because I don't want it to be, no, there goes the baby wipe. Okay, I'm going to wipe back some of it because I didn't want it to be so prominent. And then I'm going to go back in with my antiquing wax. Well, I used this little brush that I got from somewhere. I'm not sure where I got it from, but I'm going to take and go over all of these little roses and make sure that that antiquing wax gets down in there. And then I'm going to rub it around in different places on my design. And then I'm going to come back with a baby wipe and wipe off the excess of what I don't want. And I think that's what I'm getting ready to do here. Yep. Now, with a baby wipe, it kind of wipes too much of it off, so you kind of have to kind of work with it. And what I found out is the more of the antiquing wax I got on the baby wipe, the better it was, and I could spread it around to places that I didn't have it with that baby wipe until I get the desired look that I want. And you guys will see the rest of this at the final reveal. Now, at this time, we'd like to thank our subscribers. We love you bunches. We appreciate everything you do for this channel. All the liking, the sharing, and the big thumbs up, and having conversations with us through the comments. We really enjoy all of that, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We wouldn't be a channel if it wasn't for y'all watching. And so we just want to give you a big thanks. Here we go with the final reveal and all the embellishments. Now here's my little frame that I did, and that actually holds a 4x6 picture, and I think that it turned out so gorgeous, especially when you add that little gift tag up at the top. And here's our drawer. It was really hard to get pictures for this because it was a tall project, but it turned out absolutely gorgeous. And here's our tray up close, and here is the tray in our booth. Now that is a hidden drawer down there at the bottom of that dresser, and we put that in there, and it didn't even last a day or two in our booth. Beth and I opened up the Chic Shack over at the Avonlea Mall. Go check us out because we've got some awesome stuff over there. And also, if you ever want to know what's going on with our channel, go check out our channel lineup on our community tab page. It'll tell you everything that's going on for that week as far as videos and stuff like that goes. So go check out our page. We'd love to have you join our channel and join our family. And if you like our videos, then share them because we really appreciate it.
Awesome. So you guys, if you like this content, subscribe. Hit that notification bell and give us that big thumbs up because it really helps our channel out. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Crafty Art Shack. We'll see you later. Bye.